stay connected with me. Don't be disconnected. Right, hello, welcome to the kitchen and welcome to another exciting time with Tracy's Food Fashion. So like I said, we're going to be making a one pot chicken and veg. So what we've done today is I've got some diced turkey breast. Now you can use any kind of chicken you like, but ideally it has to be diced because obviously the children are going to be having it as well, and you don't want to be stressing out. If you can get the one packed up in the shop, you can just get that and just use it. Well, today we're going to season this chicken first of all, which is what I'm trying to do now. Just, by the way, I've washed it. My hands are washed as well. And a bit of lemon. The reason why we're doing that is so that if there are any seeds, you can get rid of the seeds as well. Okay, so you can always use fresh herbs. I generally like fresh herbs, but I've run out a bit today. So I'm going to be using the wild thyme. Wild thyme is, it's an everyday spice, to be quite honest. It's just about in anything. If you bought the 23 herbs plus and seasoning, and you would have obviously seen the different herbs that you can use. So here I'm putting a bit of basil. So there's a bit of thyme, there's a bit of basil, because you want to flavour this chicken. You want it tasty. You don't want it overly spiced. This is sea salt, by the way. You don't want it overly spiced, and you don't want it underspiced. Garlic. Now what we're going to do is slightly different today with the garlic. Normally I would use my garlic press, but today we're going to do it slightly different. So I'm going to just cut it in a little bit, and it's just rough, what you call it, it's like a rough chop. And then we're going to do the same with the ginger, because it's going into your sauce. You cannot go wrong when you have such natural flavours. So again, we're going to just rough chop, nothing great. You just want to get the flavours in. Yeah, so we're seasoning, we just want to get those flavours in. Open it and put a little bit, you just want to drizzle a little bit in there. Straight away. That is just about enough seasoning. The reason why we're making it like this is because you're going to have the children having some as well. We can obviously mix it together, and then what we're going to do is start the process. Now we're going to chop some onions, because we're going to put the pan on the heat now, and we're going to go straight into, putting everything inside. Rough chops, nothing major, rough chops, because all you want is rough chops. You want rough blends, not rough blends, are easy. We're going to do same with some garlic. Again, you can use the garlic press. I'm just taking a slightly different view. Right, okay, so we're drizzling a little bit of olive oil. I'm going to let that heat up just a little bit. Then we're going to put the onions, we're going to put the garlic, we're going to put the ginger. So you can see, it's not a lot of oil, not a lot. Doesn't matter the quantity, try and keep it simple. So my rough dice is going straight in first of all. That's my rough dice. I'm not going to do a lot. We just want to kickstart the process here. You probably want to put in is your carrots and your green beans. Now at this point, you could put one bay leaf. I'm always using bay leaves. And then it's a bit like you sauteing. Now the reason why I have put in the peppers, I've made them chunky, is the chunkier they are, the more crunchy they come out. Because they're going to spend a bit of time in the heat. Not too much time, but a bit of time in the heat. So you want it chunky. Now I'm putting a Scotch bonnet here, just to give a bit of heat. The reason why I've just cut it in half is just so that we can get that heat going. We just want the heat. That's what we're after. Now I have a similar recipe on tracys.com as well. So by all means, check out the website. Now, so we continue to saute, and you'll find that as you're carrying on sauteing, it's getting softer. Now, if you're obviously, depending on the age of your children, you might want to make these a little, you might want to cut it, make it a bit smaller. So if you're making it for little children, or you know, children who are just starting to get into the habit of their vegetables, by all means, make the vegetables smaller. Now, while we've got that, now we can then put our chicken. The reason why I'm putting the chicken last is because it's turkey breast. They don't take a lot of time to cook. So you don't want to overcook this chicken either. And you want to keep it with the sauce right in there. Get those flavors going in. Look at that. That is one rich pot. You can use seafood if your family loves prawns. You can use seafood. The bottom line is get the vegetables in, taste throw in a bit more basil. If you've got parsley, put some parsley in. Parsley is also great for chicken dishes. And then we're going to saute. So we're going to leave this to simmer for a few minutes. Then we'll come back and see how well it's doing before we put in the rest of the stuff that we need to put in. Right, okay, so we've sauteed for about 6 minutes, something like that. So have your blended tomatoes. By all means, if you don't want to put tomatoes in, you can go ahead and put a bit more stock. I'm going to put in a bit of tomatoes in this. You do not have to use blended tomatoes. You could use fresh tomatoes, rough chop, put it in, and you're good to go. But I'm choosing to put some blended tomatoes in this. Well, so what I've added again, I've added some curry powder. So you put curry powder in, and then you stir. Now we're going to leave to simmer for another 10 minutes. Now, but you can sort of already get the aroma, you can sort of get the flavors. So they're all cooking together in this one pot. Your chicken is in there, yeah, so the flavors in the chicken are going straight into the sauce. You're not having to do something outside of the pot. Everything is happening in this one pan, if you like. So the whole sauce is coming together in this one pan. But let it simmer a bit, and the reason why we're letting it simmer is so that we can get tomatoes a bit thicker. It's so that we can also get the tomatoes becoming tastier. So you can see that blend, and you can see now that chicken is cooking nicely with your vegetables. You can see that. Don't put the heat too high. What I always do every time I'm making vegetables, my heat isn't too high. So make sure your heat isn't very high, because you want them cooking nicely. You want the crunch still in there. A good sauce or a good one pot is where you still get some crunch. So you can see it's pretty much, once you can get through to the chicken with a wooden spoon, you know that, you're pretty much getting to the, can you see that? Gorgeous. And they're all in there. It's all in there. The flavors have stayed in. And now it's getting thicker. So you can see that our tomatoes, is getting in there. Depending on the texture you want to achieve, I don't want it too watery, because it's a one pot. Because you've got all those peppers in, they kind of already give it that oomph. Look at how beautiful those colours are in your pan. When you serve this to your children, first of all, the colours are appealing. So they'll work with the colours because they like the colours they see. Beautiful. I think for ours, that's a good texture. So we're going to work with this texture. And again, keep the heat low. So when we come back, what I'm going to then show you is if you wanted to add mushrooms. This is pretty much cooked and ready to go. Overall, I would say cooking time for this, about 15 minutes in total. 15 minutes, about 15 minutes. The chicken is cooked. Right, for the mushrooms, what we're going to do here is something. So I've done a rough chop of mushrooms. By all means, be fancy if you like. But this is family dinner. Sometimes you haven't got time to be fancy, and that's the truth. So what I'm putting in here is olive oil, black pepper. Olive oil, black pepper, sea salt. We're going to mix this together and we're going to saute. If you've got butter, you can put a bit of butter in your mushrooms. I'm going to saute in a bit of butter actually. The reason why I'm putting this bit of olive oil is just so that I can get some of the flavors stuck to it, you know, so that I can get like the black pepper sticking to it a little bit. You don't want a lot, you don't want to drench it in olive oil, you just want a little bit because you're going to saute. Sorry, I love my basil. If you've got parsley, put some parsley in, just teeny weeny, you don't need a lot. Don't need a lot to keep mushrooms happy, to be honest. You don't need a lot. So yeah, we're going to saute that in a minute. So now we're sauteing the butter. We've taken off the chicken and veg, one pot. So we're just going to do the butter now. You don't need a lot of butter. Swirl around. By all means, use a small pan. And straight away, put your mushrooms in. Now, one thing I like to do with mushrooms as well, sometimes I like to put in a little bit of my lovely lemons. I know, I love my lemons. Just a little bit, Right. So take that off the heat. You don't want us killing our mushrooms. And look at that. Now there's no added water in this, but what is on there is the lemon. You know, you drizzled a little bit of lemon. That's what it helps it do. It makes it, you know, gives it that added rich liquid. And if you taste that liquid, also yummylicious. So yeah, so we're gonna plate now.
And he's up there and he's in the zone.